Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Marvel Contest of Champions. So today has been another chock full day of news. We have the new calendars. We have the X-Force, X-Enforcers, X-Force, whatever they want to call it. It's an X-Force event coming up. It's called the X-Enforcers. That news was dropped, and we also got news dropped for Act 5, Chapter 1. Which is really awesome. We can see all that here for patch notes version 12.0. Act 5 Elders Wars, new event quest X Enforcers, which thanks to Trucos we know that we're getting Archangel, Psylocke, and Iceman out of that event quest, and we'll jump into that here in a second. I mean, we have still no clue in as to Psylocke other than little teaser things from Kabam. But they've kind of given away Iceman, so we'll get to that in just a second. Elder Wars Battle Realm updates. We've already covered all of that. Restructured multiverse arenas, we've covered that as well. New languages added, bug fixes. So this is just like a little overview of things. So first off, let's jump into and look at the X Enforcers event. Ice Bobby is the title of this whole thing. So that's the thing to me that really kind of stands out. And it's also the first time that they mention Psylocke, because we've seen Archangel on the main page because he's going to be the next arena. So they kind of had to put him out there. It wasn't something that they could really hide. Psylocke will be coming up, and they also mention Bobby Drake, Iceman, right there in the whole thing. So it's going to be kind of cool. It's going to be kind of a neat little event, because it seems like they're going to have to save Bobby, because he teeters on the edge of control. So they're kind of doing that whole Omega Mutant thing. So he could potentially destroy the world, which is what an Omega Mutant can do. But the really cool thing is that they've added so much stuff here. More rewards. They've added 10 times 4-star signature stone crystals to completion. And exploration, they have increased the 4-star shards from 200 to 1,000, which is absolutely insane. Chapter 1, 250. Chapter 2, 250. Chapter 3, 500. Increased the 5-star shards from 250 to 500. And they've added 5-star signature stone crystals. This, to me, is absolutely awesome. Things were looking really bad when all of this stuff first happened. And it's like, we're going to be buffing these characters, but we're going to be taking the piss out of all the good ones. You know, that was the first thing they dropped on us, and that's hard to come to grips with. And then we start looking at some of this other stuff. If they would have just put this stuff out first, it probably wouldn't have had the effect that it did for like the half a month that we've had to sit and digest all this bad crap. So, I don't know. This is going to be awesome, though. These rewards are absolutely insane. From top to bottom, the rewards are going to be absolutely insane. Not much has really changed between beginner and normal, but getting into heroic and the master modes, these are the kind of rewards I think that should have been being given out before. Now, who knows if this is something that's going to stay with this? I hope it does, because these are absolutely insane rewards. These are absolutely awesome rewards to me. So I'm really looking forward to this. This event is going to be the best as far as rewards go. And then we jump into Act 5. Strife engulfs the contest. Whose side are you on? Whose side are you on? Whose side are you on? You on Grandmasters or you on Collector's side? I think both of them are kind of not really the best for Contest of Champions. They both kind of are D-bags, essentially. If you're going to go for the D-bag, might as well go for the rest of them. So, you might as well go all out, and we'll just say we're going to go Grandmaster. Which, I mean, Grandmaster is probably going to lose. We'll see how things turn out. These are the new buffs that are going to be in Act 5, Chapter 1. Flare, Breakthrough, Life Transfer, Burden of Might, Power Focus, Brute Force. Is there another one? Kinetic Instigator. So I'm going to leave these right here for just a second. You're not going to be able to see the very last one. When you strike a blocking opponent, the boss, you gain the same amount of power as you would normally when hitting an opponent. I'm going to leave those up there for just a second. You guys can read those if you want to. I'm not going to go over them. They, if you need to pause, you can pause right now and actually read them as well, or you can go to the forums and check this out. There's a lot of really overpowered buffs here, but according to what I have read so far, they are going to be able to be worked around just from the other class advantages that are going to be stuck on top of them. So it doesn't seem like they're just going to have, you know, a couple of these stuck on one character and there won't be a buff to it. Apparently there are going to be buffs in your favor as well. We'll have to wait and see how that works out once the chapter actually drops on March 8th is whenever the set date is. It says it up here at the top. Chapter 1 of Act 5 is launching March 8th, but there's 3 more chapters to follow before the end of 2017. So I don't guess that this rollout for this is going to be similar to what we got with Act 4, where it was like every month or every 2 months we got a new chapter. I think they're going to prolong this and make it last until December sometime maybe. But it says it will end before the end of 2017. So we will get it this year. It's just when will we get it. But on top of all of these new buffs that we have to deal with, we'll see how they work out whenever they actually come into play. The rewards are actually kind of neat too. This is just chapter 1. I've seen some people on here like, well, why didn't we have a tier 2 alpha? This is just chapter 1. There's still 3 more to go. I'm sure that we're going to get a tier 2 alpha at some point in there. But 405 star. This is just for completion the first time around. This isn't for the full exploration. 400 5-star crystal shards, 2 times tier 4 generic catalyst. So that's kind of cool. That's 2 tier 4 basics. Basically is what they're saying. Generic, basic, same thing. 10 times tier 4 class catalyst fragment crystals. 800 4-star crystal shards, and 130 units. Chapter 1 exploration, 600 times 5-star crystal shards, 1 tier 4 class catalyst, 1 tier 4 class catalyst just for finishing the exploration on chapter 1. That should progressively get more as we go through it. 20 tier 4 class catalyst fragment crystals, 1200 4-star crystal shard fragments, 1 generic 4-star awakening gem. An awakening gem. We didn't get that until the very last little bit of Act 4. We're getting it in the first chapter to explore chapter 1, and you get a generic 4-star awakening gem. Not a crystal that contains a crapshoot chance that you're going to get something you don't want. It's a generic. So this is really cool. I like that part. 240 units and 10 times 4-star signature stone crystals. Now the signature stone crystals, that's a crapshoot there, but you're getting the 4-star awakening gem as well with that. So that's kind of neat to me. I like that. Now we're finished with that, so let's jump into the calendar. The calendars look great, and I say calendars because it is plural. We are back to the 7-day premium hero crystals, and the dimensional shards are gone, which is okay. The new March calendar looks really cool. We don't know what day 25 is again. It is a mystery item, but we do have Cable as the login crystal, which is really cool to me. Cable wasn't, like, I mean, it's not been that long ago that Cable was in the arena. He's only been 2 featured champions back. I mean, it was Hood, Cable, Gwenpool, so, or Dormammu, Hood, Cable, Gwenpool. So I mean, he's relatively a new character. I mean, he's not even out in the premium hero crystals, and he's not going to be for a while now. So it's kind of neat to have that opportunity for people to even get just a 3-star version of him if they didn't get him from the arena. The next bit too, though, that I really like is the one at the top there. It says Grandmaster. We have a 21-day login calendar. This thing is friggin' awesome to me. There's energy refills, which we're going to need. So I mean, you get 6 in total, which is really cool. 900. Yeah, 900 3-star shards, some premium hero crystal shards, 2 full premium hero crystals, 1,100 of the 4-star hero crystal shards, and 2,000 5-star hero crystal shards, as well as revives, which are a lot harder to come by in the game now. So that's kind of neat. There's 3 level 1 and 3 level 2s. Really awesome to me. And it's just really, I like it. I really like it. Plus the kicker at the end, you get tier 2 alpha shards, which is just awesome, just for logging in every day. This is the kind of stuff that we need to see before we see the bad stuff. This is what we needed beforehand. If this stuff could have been announced before that other stuff, it would have been so much better. But you know, this is what we got first off. So the bad stuff's what we got first off. But I like this. The calendars are really cool. I like the March calendars. They're really awesome. Act 5 is going to be dropping within the first week of March, and we're also getting the new event quest, which is going to house 100 times better awards than what we're used to getting out of the event quest. So I'm extremely happy about this kind of stuff. Now the big huge update is still, you know, left to be seen, and I'll be going over that tomorrow sometime. Oliver is here currently. He's in the living room watching Captain America Civil War right now while I make this really quickly. And after he goes to my mom's house tomorrow, he's going to be going with her so he can go to church. I will be coming back home, and hopefully I'm going to be live streaming, because I have, like I told Derek on Twitter, I do have every single one of the characters that are getting buffed or debuffed as 4 stars, with the exception of Kamala Khan and Groot. So I want to look at them. I want to look at the changes. I want to look at the changes of every character, to be honest, to see what kind of details the flat values actually go into on there, and see if we actually still do have some kind of percentage-based stuff left intact. So we'll be taking a look at that. We'll be taking a look at all the characters. I don't know exactly what we're going to be doing with them, but we're going to be taking a look at them and hopefully get a little bit of gameplay with every single one of them. Like I said, except for Kamala Khan and Groot as 4 stars, because I don't have them, but I do have them as 3 stars. So I do have every single champion, just on its 4 stars. But we're going to get a look at it and see how things work out. But alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this helped you guys out a little bit. I don't like to push my opinions on people, but I like this one a whole lot. All of this stuff that came out today, I like it. I do. There are probably going to be pitfalls at some point, especially with those new nodes, but I'm sure we'll work around them and we'll find a way to get around it. But alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, smack that like button. If you're new to the channel and you enjoyed it, please consider leaving a sub on it. And as always guys, I'll catch you in the next episode. Later.